Let's take you to a different county now. In Uasin Gishu, the county government has faced sharp criticism over the way it has handled street families.
At one point, tens of street children were rounded up and dumped in Malaba, but now the national government has come up with a plan to issue them with identity cards, hoping a sense of identity could help them secure decent means of earning a livelihood.
But how practical is this? Our very own John Wanyama has more details from Eldoret. Wanyama, it's good to see you on this Tuesday morning. How practical is this? Do we know as well if the exercise will probably still continue in case a few individuals missed out on it?
Since street children or street families in Uasin Gishu had been a menace to an extent, according to Uasin Gishu County, and there was a time, the reason why they took them to Malaba or dumped them to Malaba, they said that some of the reasons were insecurity that were going up in Uasin Gishu County, and at one point also they said that these street families were also involved in raping Moi Teaching and Referral nurses who are coming from night shift. So this really forced the county government to take all these street families all the way to Busia, but they were brought back to Eldoret by Bungoma County Commissioner, who transported them back to Eldoret. But as you have said today, we have been informed that there are roughly around 3,000 street families in this particular town, and the national government has taken an initiative of giving them national IDs so that those who have maybe attained the age of 18 and above, they can go and look for jobs elsewhere, so that they can maybe, where they are saying this can reduce the number of these street children from this town. But we are privileged to have Turbo, Deputy County Commissioner. County Commissioner, this is the first time ever such a thing is happening here. It's not the first time, the second time. Do you think this one is going to help maybe to reduce this particular issue?
Thank you very much, Mr. Wanyama. My name is Mohammed Mabuzo, Deputy County Commissioner Turbo. I'm here representing the County Commissioner on this exercise. Much as the exercise is done on part of Turbo, but it encompasses almost all the street families living across the Eldoret town. This exercise of identification or registration for national IDs was done some time back in 2013, and quite a number of those who got IDs were able to secure jobs from among us investors in town, and we felt like it will be necessary to repeat the exercise. And today we have organized to register as many as we can, and this will not be the last. It is just a continuation of this registration. We hope that the way we have planned it will be very authentic, and we have agreed with quite a number of people who know the children, to come and support them, especially in the signing of the documents. Yes.
Have they contributed in any security issues also in this particular town? Do you think this one will bring down insecurity issues?
I cannot say that the street families have largely contributed to the insecurity, because from the cases we've been handling, I think that issue went really down. And so far, I can commend them for the way they have conducted themselves. They have organized themselves. They live in groups, in camps, where they manage their affairs, and we have been working close with them all along. Yes. Okay, Commissioner, my last question to you. How many are you registering today? How many are going to have IDs today? We cannot tell exactly how many we'll have. It depends on the verification process that will be there. But like I've said earlier, that this exercise is not going to stop today. It's an exercise which will continue for some time. It's an extension of the Rapid Results Initiative, which ended last week, to register this, because we registered them during the Huduma number. We enumerated them during the census exercise, and we felt now it is a high time to register them for the national IDs, because they have a right. They are Kenyans. Most of them, in fact, are just the common tribes here in Kenya: Turkana, Pokot, Kikuyus, people from Coast, Maasais, and these are children of Kenyan people. Much as they are facing difficulties in their life, difficulty is not a profession. We would wish to even encourage those who can engage them once we have given them IDs to engage them. And again, we're also warning those people who exploit these children, because they have complained of a high exploitation by some people, in fact among religious leaders, who take advantage of them, take pictures, call them to meetings, provide them some little and take pictures and solicit for support from donors in their name. But unfortunately, this support does not reach them. So we want every person who wish to support these children to go through our offices. We will not encourage, and whoever will do it and we get a report against our understanding or behind our back, the law shall take its course. Yes.
Thank you. Let me talk to one of these guys. How are you? Do you have ID, and why is it that this ID is important to you? Just in a second.
Okay, I'm Mr. Benson Juma Kumu, a former street boy, and actually I've been championing for the rest of street families for quite a number of years, and today is historic. I want to thank the County Commissioner through the Office of the DCC for this great work. It is actually a milestone for the street families, especially the youths. And today I want to say that identity card is important, a very important document, because number one, it's going to give them an opportunity to secure job employment. In as much as most of them are not educated, but I believe with casual job employment market, they can actually secure a future through employment. So it is my prayer and a call to chambers of commerce, Juakali sector, and other institutions that offer casual job opportunities to consider networking with us through the Office of the DCC, so that we can also offer these youths casual job opportunities. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Okumo. Maybe we are being informed that we don't have much time. We would love to talk to most of them who are here, but we'll talk to them in our other subsequent bulletin. But as we have heard from them, they are saying this identity card is important for them, but the numbers are really growing up every day in Uasin Gishu, and according to county government of Uasin Gishu, they are also blaming those people who are coming up with the feeding programs for these particular children in this town, that it is encouraging with these kids from wherever they are to come in Uasin Gishu, just maybe in the name of looking for what they can eat. From this particular end, we are still following up on this story. We'll come back to you to tell you maybe how many of them have acquired this particular ID and whether this is going to be a solution to this menace that is all over the country. Back to your studio.